So T minus, is it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 3 days, 3 days to that deadlift comp. So I talked to my powerlifting homie. What I'm gonna do today is, it is singles week. Normally it'd be singles week. We go for some crazy number, but today we're gonna, taper a little bit. Because that's like the whole order of business. Like this week I kind of just been, resting and recovering as much as I can from, last week's, the week before that, basically all the damage we've done during the training block, you know what I mean? So kind of a deload, but still not a complete deload. We're still putting up big weight. So today is gonna be 100% technique based. I've identified the biggest problem with my deadlift just being, I've said it before, but off the ground compared to how it is when I lock out, that's what's lacking. Sometimes it takes me a little bit longer to get off the ground, and all that time spent just getting it off the ground burns up a lot of energy. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be 100% technique based. Even during the warm-up sets, we're gonna do pauses, really focusing on having that cue of planting that feet, acting like our feet are like roots to a tree, and really pushing the ground away from us. Pushing the ground away from us, make sure we're squeezing the quads, make sure we're feeling it in there, not just our back and our, hamstrings, but also feeling it in our quads, because we're gonna be pushing, and really just focus on that power, that explosion, just to get the technique all the way in line as much as we possibly can for Friday, while also not pushing it super, like doing, my homie told me to go like RPE 6 if I was gonna be doing a pause rep. So I'm gonna be going up to like 578, and we're gonna do a 3-count pause. 1, 2, 3, just for the single. And then we'll probably do a back off, just like 495, 500 range of another one, just like that. So there's the boy. So those are the plans for today. Just like technique based, focusing on that pause, focusing on exploding up from the ground, and just getting situated with the deadlifts for that deadlift comp that is, again, 3 days, this Friday. And the goal from that point on is to bring home the gold for the community, for Ryan, for our family, and also because there was this fat bitch that was talking mad shit to me. It was like 2 weeks ago. He like came up on some disrespectful shit. He was disrespectful towards the camera person, not like in a super disrespectful way, like, oh yeah, like you're a bitch, you know what I mean, name calling, but he was being a super smart ass. Like, he had this protein bar, and cameraman asked if those were good, and just gave a super snarky, smart ass comment. He was just like, well, obviously that's why I'm here with it in my hands buying it, because I haven't tried it yet. When you see me with it again, then you ask me. Like, very, like, in the tone, like very condescending, very smart ass, when just a simple, oh, I actually haven't tried it yet. Because how was cameraman supposed to know that, he had never tried it? Because by the looks of him, it looked like he had tried it 500 times over. You know what I mean? So after that, I was just like, it's just an honest question, relax a little bit. Didn't say anything after that, but then on his way out, of course, in typical bitch manner, he was on the way out. Asked me if I was participating in the deadlift competition. He was like, oh yeah, Brad's doing that, because Brad, not gonna lie, he's a strong ass motherfucker. And it was like, Brad's doing that competition, there's no way you could win, but hey man, we can all just have fun, right? Basically just shit talking, saying that I'm gonna get bent over by this dude Brad. So it is a little bit silly, because it's just a little community deadlift comp, but like, that has driven me to take this more seriously than others might. And I'm very, very motivated to do as well as I possibly can, and walking away with that gold. But I'm pretty hopeful. I've gotten a good, you never want to count anybody out. A lot of people's misfortune when it comes to doing poorly in competitions is from underestimating opponents. So you never want to count anybody out, but I did get a good read of when I was talking to Brad about what he wants to attempt, but who knows, you know, like maybe there's other people even stronger than him that are in this competition. So I'd say how I feel. I feel confident that I can get the job done, but not secure. You know what I mean? I'm going into this little comp with the confidence, but not in the mentality of like it's 100% guaranteed. I think it's still going to be a little bit of a showdown, but for now we're not going to think about it too much. We're just going to focus on what we're doing at hand. Deadlift, good technique, all that shit. And then Wednesday, Thursday, follow the same order of business just because like it's still strength, you know what I mean? With the compounds, even though it's not deadlift, but we don't want to, like, for example, I got, you know, squats for the deadlift comp, so definitely don't want to push it too hard on the other compounds and then have, you know, our body be fucked up and sore, you know what I mean? So we'll probably continue with the same theme. So probably leg day, I'll probably just record like the workouts from here on out instead of the compounds, since I'm going to be taking it easy. The only reason I wanted to record the squats or the deadlifts, is just to give a little commentary on the form breakdown and whatnot. Maybe it will be informative for some. But yeah, I think the rest of the week we're just going to take it easy on the other compounds. When it comes to content, just record the strength. And I think I do want to like make a little vlog out of the deadlift comp. One thing I also want to focus on is just solidifying the grip, making sure that when I use the straps, doing this little technique that will help me pull heavier weight just a little bit, just by decreasing the range of motion a little bit, just when I have these straps and the bar in them, right? Instead of using it and grabbing it like I normally would, kind of grabbing it like this and kind of letting them chill in that fingertip. That's gonna help me decrease my range of motion by a little bit. But it's just gonna make it easier to lock out with weight, which will, you know, lead to heavier weights. Yeah, so confirmation, like definitely the only thing that I can see myself working on. Also just remembering to keep it against my shins for that initial pull, just have a good bar path. But yeah, just definitely exploding more off the ground. You know what I mean? Just like as soon as I get down there and pull the slack out, exploding up. Instead of just burning all this energy by getting in there, pulling the slack out, and then just trying to ease it up. You know what I mean? I just need to be a lot more explosive, I think. So yeah, but I feel good, man. We took a shit, took a piss. Ryan's here. Like I feel good. I feel good. I feel like we're about to fucking 10 count pause the top single today. I'd say the only thing I'm nervous and a little bit stressing about now, I don't know what, I appreciate you, my boy. I don't know what bar they're gonna use. Plates I'm not nervous about. I find lifting on the pound plates, as a lot of others do as well, to be easier than lifting on the kilos. But I don't know if they're gonna use the stiff bar or the deadlift bar. I can imagine, just because the owner, he wants to be more like inclusive, you know, with this competition. So he's allowing people to use straps, all that shit. You know, there is weight that gets taken into consideration for the shit that you're doing, just to give everybody a fair shot. And then also, like I said, just like using straps and stuff like that, so that more people would be willing to do it. So it's not powerlifting standard, because he figured that it'd be kind of big turnoff if it was like, you know, no straps, you know, deadlift to powerlifting standard. You know, he figured a lot of people would just not do it because of the lack of experience. It's not like everybody that comes into this gym is a powerlifter. Like, I haven't even done an official powerlifting meet yet. So I assume that he's just gonna use one of the deadlift bars for the comp, because that would be more inclusive than using the stiff bar, because it is 100% harder to pull on a stiff bar than it is a deadlift bar. So I think he will use a deadlift bar, but that's the only thing I'm a little bit nervous about. For a while now, I do not pull on the stiff bar often. I should if I really want to get into powerlifting, but I haven't, so it'd make me a little bit nervous. But I come in here and I see plenty of people deadlifting. I haven't seen a lot of people use the stiff bar, so I think, even though it would be annoying because I'm not really used to it and it's harder, I think I'd be in the same boat as everybody else. I don't really see anybody pulling with the stiff bar often. One thing I think I need to work on as well, the last thing, is just bracing better. You know what I mean? Like, I brace pretty good for squat, but deadlift, I kind of just will go into it just a little, you know? So I feel like and actually bracing, gonna help too. So just remembering to keep that good bar path by having that start position, bar against the shins, splitting off that ground, better brace. So that would be good. I would like to do this beltless, but I do plan on using a belt at the deadlift comp. So better to use the belt just to help with that bracing as well and get a feel for deadlifts, just, you know, pushing the stomach into the belt and really bracing. But this is 485, I believe, somewhere around that range. So if we're going up to 578, I'm probably just gonna do a last warm up with 530. So we're gonna take a little bit break before we do that. It's just, I always take a little bit of a break before going into my last warm up, before the top set of singles. So we're gonna get on like 535. And then we'll put on that 578 and try to pause that for a clean 3 count, focusing on really just exploiting off and holding it there. So kind of forgot to pull with the pauses on the other warm-up sets, but we got this last warm-up, we got the 578, we got the back down set, so we're just gonna do those pause and chill. I think I wanna do a 3 count on all of them. So we're gonna get the music playing, lock in, do this, and then we'll pin on that 578 and take that to Pound Town. You know what I mean? The act of pounding is me wrapping my hands around Barbella's waist, pulling her up in the air. You know, it's like I grab her by her waist, I'm lifting her up like this, and then one pump chump type shit. You know what I mean? It's one, and then that's it. And then we put her back down, and it'll be a beautiful, beautiful thing. That was good. That was a real good pause, felt good. Didn't feel any pain in the back. Felt like off the ground, it was really quick. Made sure the bar was against our shins. So all that stuff to do is make sure that we do the exact same thing with the 578 in the back offset. And then I'll feel in a really good place for this Friday. All right, just gonna lock it and handle this, and then should be chilling. Go for a 3 Mississippi type shit, you know what I mean? We're gonna inhale Ryan's aura. it's like I'm looking at everything differently whenever I do that. Like Ryan's power is that crazy. A lot of people would look at this as chalk. I look at this as something divine that allows us to hold heavy objects in a way where holding those objects is going to help shape our body, our mind, our spirit, make us stronger, more enlightened. If you can break off a fucking piece of this shit. Fuck. Is this even chalk? Damn, son. Shit, this platform is hella uneven. It's good. I'd say the lockout was a little bit slow, but it tends to happen when you're holding weight like that for however long. But I'm happy with that. You know, again, off the ground was good. I feel good. I think that's a good place to go up to. I feel like that was definitely our piece. So it's pretty slight. And you need that, especially because we're going to be deadlifting again on Friday. So only order of business left is the back down, which we'll just make it 485. Make it nice and simple. Take off the blue. Hit this up for a slight pause rep. And then I'll be satisfied with the work that we did for today. Yeah, I know. 485, I believe. No. This isn't the top set. This is actually just I actually just did the top set, so we're gonna be doing this for just like more of a back off. You know what I mean? Gonna be pausing it. Yeah, kind of playing it safe. I got the deadlift comp Friday. Yeah, no. Yeah, it was nice meeting you too, man. All right. I don't know if that was 10 seconds. I kind of started counting a little bit fast. Maybe around the same time that I felt like I was gonna shit my pants. So maybe like a solid 8, but that was good. Bro, even pulling the slack out of that shit is moving off the ground. That's 485. Not the biggest of jokes, you know? So really hopeful about how the deadlift comp's gonna go. Again, it is important to never underestimate anybody. So we're definitely going into it confident, but not certain of anything, if that makes any sense. We're just gonna continue to chill rest of the week, get right with the body, mind, spirit, pray, and whatever happens was meant to happen, you know? So, yeah.